an uncharted island.
Let me list all the ways you're gonna die. Rain, heat, disease-carrying flies, and we haven't started on the things that want to eat you alive.
So hello everyone, Constituent Players, and I just got back from the cinema after seeing Kong Skull Island. And oh man, this movie was good. Okay, I'm putting it out there, this movie is fantastic. Everything about it, the setting, the monsters, the CGI, of course the CGI, but everything was crafted so perfectly. I love this movie. Now, a lot of people are giving this very low scores for not being what they expected, and it's, to be honest, it's not what I expected. I expected a bit more fights, a bit more action, but we did get a lot of action in this movie. I think this movie just solely is based off action, and it's probably set up the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie coming in 2020, which I'll get to in a second. But anyways, of course this movie is set on Skull Island, and it's King Kong and all, but it doesn't follow the same formula as the rest of the King Kong movies, where it's Beauty Kills Beast or Beauty Falls in Love with Beast. It's nothing like that. It's its own movie with King Kong in it. And man, oh man, is King Kong giant. He's over 100 feet tall, and in the beginning, literally the beginning of the movie, almost the very beginning, he crashes about 50 helicopters, about 10, and it's absolutely amazing. It's when he's attacking the helicopters, you can see the weight in his face that people drop bombs in his home, and of course after Lieutenant Packer, or I think his name is Lieutenant Hank Marlowe, that's it. They says he didn't just go into someone's home and start dropping bombs unless you're picking a fight, which is probably the coolest sign I've ever heard in any movie whatsoever. Right, so Skull Island doesn't have a crazy story, okay? It's not mind-blowing, and it's just really original. But anyways, a company known as the Monarch Company, who specialises in finding massive unidentified terrestrial organisms, very hard to say, travelled to the mysterious Skull Island, along with a military group, an expert photographer, and Tom Hiddleston, who is hunting down a tracker for the Monarch Company. Of course, they drop bombs to map the surface of the island. Big old Kong ain't too pleased about that, and bad things happen. They crash, and now they have to travel to the north part of the island to signal for help, while avoiding all of Skull Island's dangerous creatures. So it's very original, but to be honest, what could they have done? Like, let's really be honest here, what could they have done with a King Kong movie getting stranded on an island? So if you're looking for something very original, then this is probably the movie for you. And if you're not, then you probably still like it for reasons I'll explain later on.
Long before mankind.
I am the cavalry.
Time to show that man is king. You shouldn't have come here.
Actually, in this movie, it's probably its strongest point. Everything, to the fights, the CGI, and even the explosions. Fighting in this movie are so awesome.
Spoilers ahead.
Now let's get down to the nitty gritty of the movie, the fight scenes. And man oh man, these are much better than the 2005 version, I'll admit that. Since King Kong is 100 feet tall, he can fight much more bigger threats, such as the giant squid. He rips off the tentacles and he literally stuffs them in his mouth and just eats them. It's so cool. And then we have, of course, the massive skull crawlers, which he rips the tongue. He grabs the tongue, he gets his hand, digs right down into his neck, gets the tongue and pulls it out. It is gruesome. This is probably the most disgusting King Kong movie I've ever seen in my life. Or any movie for that doubt. It's great. There's nothing else to say. It's just a fantastic movie. And now we're going to be getting down to my favourite part of the movie, and that is the after credits scene. And man, this is really, really cool. So after the credits, we see Tom Hiddleston's character and Brie Larson's character sitting in a room. We then see a projector projecting cave paintings of 4 iconic monsters: Rodan, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Godzilla. It fades to black, and all we hear are 2 gods going head to head.
Also, just to say, the characters are shallow and stereotypes are stereotypes. They have no meaning and are simply there for us to have a reason to go to Skull Island. Except for Kong. He's still awesome.
The magic feels quickening, 'cause we are in a video game or a night on Sprite.